Welcome back inside of the Plastic Planet. I'm your host, Nick Nack, hanging out with you guys tonight. Guys, this is my very, very first video of 2022, which means fuck, I'm really fucking old. But anyway, yeah, 2022 is wide open and in front of us, but that doesn't mean it's not time. It's not time to look back at 2021 and to check out some of the, well, really cool and kind of stupid collectibles that I added to my collection in 2021. Now, this is not going to be like a best of 2021 countdown list because, you know, not everything that I bought in 2021 was made in 2021 because I'm a collector, not a toy aisle. And so, so you're going to see some retro toys, you're going to see some brand new toys, you're going to see some premium toys, you're going to see a lot of mass retail toys in this particular list. And then not in any particular order, but let's count down and take a look at all the awesome and not so awesome shit I bought in 2021. Let's do it right now.
Knickknacks Plastic Planet.
Alrighty guys, first up tonight is a little bit of awesome retro love with Mego. This is the Mego General Lee from the early 1980s that I picked up last year. Actually, technically, I picked up this General Lee back in 2020, right at the end of 2020, and restored it in 2021, and picked up that Luke Duke in there as well in 2021, the bow I'd had for a little while previous to that. But anyway, I got the entire set together in 2021, and it is extremely awesome and really cool to have here in my collection. Like I said, I did restore this piece as I had indicated in a video last winter. I had restored it, bought some repro labels for it, and cleaned this generally up. This generally came to me looking like, oh man, it seriously looked like it had been up someone's asshole for the last 30 years. It was in bad shape, but I cleaned it up, and there was a lot of dirt on it, and had to use a lot of Glass Plus, I'll tell you what. But I cleaned it up, and it looks absolutely fantastic, and those repro stickers just really just brought it all together. So very, very beautiful. I also put a little chrome paint on the wheel rims as well, and as well as the front radiator. So looking really, really cool and really, really fun, and glad to have this piece from my childhood back in my possession. So epic and awesome. Yeehaw, motherfuckers. Oh yeah, this is totally dumb, guys. Totally dumb, and I don't know why the fuck I bought it, but I bought it, and anyway, it's been in my collection. Not that I have any buyer's remorse on this, but it's pretty damn silly. And that's right, I bought this awesome. I believe this is from Play School, a Play School McDonald's. A Play School McDonald's from 1973. Now this is incomplete. The complete set would come with some cars to go through the drive-through, and I think it had some random playground equipment on it and shit. But anyway, this is a pseudo-complete set though, because it came with a bunch of the little customers that come with it, as well as the very, very happy McDonald's employees there in the back, making some Big Mac, filet of fish, quarter pounders, French fries, icy Coke, thick shakes, sundaes, and apple pies. Yeah, this is really, really damn cool. And it really takes you back to the 1970s when we all grew up eating this shit. And then I wonder why I have such atrocious eating and consumer habits as an adult. Thanks, Mom and Dad. That was awesome. It's all your fault. All your fault. I'm fat. No, seriously. This is really, really cool. And I also picked up some more. I've been slowly completing this set of 1970s McDonald Land character glassware. I picked up Ronald, and I picked up the OG, the old school Hamburglar back there. Oh, really, really awesome. Yeah, that's pretty damn sweet. So anyway, yeah, this is my little McDonald's corner of my my collection room. You know, you gotta know your roots, everybody. You gotta know your roots. And yeah, I spent a lot of time in my formative years eating this crap at McDonald's. Hell, I still do. I did yesterday. It was delicious. Alrighty guys, so here's our first entry in my list for 2021 of some modern figs, some modern mass retail figs, and this is really the first time in a number of years that I bought this many modern, non-masterpiece Transformers, and I got a bunch of them here, and they are looking really, really sweet on my shelf. Never mind the Titans up here. I've got Scorponok and Fortress Maximus. Didn't buy those in 2021, but I bought a lot of these guys. I bought the Slag there, the Grimlock, Studio Series 86 figures, Studio Series 86, no, I'm sorry, that was Kingdom, Rodimus Prime, as well as Kingdom Ultra Magnus. Sorry for the light glare there, a little light coming off the camera, a little weird. Showed those guys off in previous videos, including the Retgar. Showed him off in my holiday postcard video from last year, just 2 videos back actually for Christmas. And check it out, guys. I've got Galvatron, Kingdom Galvatron, got him. Oh, so epic, so damn awesome. And then I also earlier in the fall picked up Runamuck and Runabout. So really what I've got here is basically like a Headmasters pseudo shelf here, except there's no Headmasters on it except for the 2 Titans up there. But I do have some Headmasters to add to it that I haven't shown off to you guys that I also picked up in 2021. But yeah, this is looking really, really awesome. This is sort of like a season 4 Japanese sort of headcanon Transformer shelf that I got going on here that I'll be adding to. So yeah, speaking of Headmasters, haven't opened these guys, but I picked these up late in 2021. Haven't featured them on the Plastic Planet as of yet, but I will in a future video. I've got the Chrome Dome Headmaster, the modern Chrome Dome in the retro packaging, which is really, really cool. I had initially passed on these, seeing them at retail, but I decided to pick them up late in the year when I started doing this shelf over here. Felt I needed to have some modern versions of the Headmasters. I also have the vintage version of Chrome Dome as well in my collection, but had to get him in the modern version to go with these guys. And check it out for the Decepticon side, guys. I also picked up Skull Cruncher. I loved Skull Cruncher as a kid. This was the first Headmaster Transformer I ever had as a child, and still have it here, that original vintage one in my collection. Of course I do. I never throw out anything, guys. But anyway, yeah, no, I totally have the original, but I had to pick up this guy as well to go for the Decepticon side in this particular battle that I've got going on up here. Again, I'll be unboxing these in a later video, but yeah, these guys are definitely going up here, and it'll look really, really damn awesome. But anyway, yeah, so got some modern Transformers, guys. A big year for me in 2021 for modern Transformer purchasing. Really, really cool. And Hasbro, bring on sludge, man. I need sludge. Hell, I need slag and swoop. I need all the Dinobots, man. Bring them on. And I also love that Rodimus Prime. Showed him off in a earlier video, but I love that Rodimus Prime. Oh, yeah. Guys, well, coming up next, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because I've showed this off, oh god, 10 times already here in 2021, or back in 2021 here on the Plastic Planet. But yeah, man, I got Castle Grayskull in 2021, along with some pretty awesome He-Man figures that I started collecting back in 2020 with this retro line. Just really, really dynamite, awesome collection. I'm not going to say much more about it because I have shown these off a lot here on the channel, but still, really, really epic. Glad to have this in my collection. Just really, really fun, and really, really brings that 80s flair, a specific flavor of 80s flair that had been missing from the Plastic Planet for a long, long time. So very, very cool.
Who are you?
I'm many faces with the power to change from man to robot to monster!
Oh, no! He-Man!
Alrighty, guys. Yeah, I'm going to revisit this collection one more time here in 2021. I finally got, oh man, some of my 2 favorite cartoon characters of all time thoroughly represented up here in the Plastic Planet. Yeah, I'm talking about Beavis and Butthead. Picked up this entire collection last summer, and, paid a premium on a number of these items because they are expensive. They're from the 90s. They're truly retro toys. They are not modern, but they are very, very damn awesome, including these 2 more collectibles, or more action figures, Beavis and Butthead figures. Very, very pricey figures on the aftermarket. I think I spent $100. Yeah, $100 on this Butthead. And yeah, I totally overpaid, guys. I totally freaking overpaid for it. but that's okay. I don't mind because I really wanted to have it in my collection. The Beavis I spent a little less money on, but I don't actually remember. I think it was 50, 60 bucks on the Beavis. But yeah, I spent 100 bucks on the Butthead. It was a buy it now kind of thing, or best offer, and I offered the dude 100 bucks because I didn't even want to get in a bidding war, because you can hardly even find these guys anymore, even on eBay. So I didn't screw around, as I mentioned in my video about these guys last summer. Didn't screw around, gave this guy a offer of 100 bucks, and he took it. Probably thought he'd really pulled one over on me, and maybe he did. Maybe I overpaid. Oh yeah, I totally fucking overpaid. Look at it, it's just a little tiny action figure, but it's awesome. It's really damn awesome. And while I'm showing you guys these Beavis and Butthead collectibles, please remember to subscribe to the channel, guys. You know what? There is no Patreon account on this channel. I don't want your money. I just want you to subscribe, and I want you to enjoy the videos. There's no paywalls here, guys. You know, other YouTubers, some YouTubers will actually make you get behind their paywall. They will make you commit to a Patreon payment before they'll tell you how much they pay for their collectibles.
Call me at 1-900-LINK. Just $9.99 a minute. What are you waiting for?
Not here, guys. That's silly. This is old school organic YouTube at its best. All I ask is that you subscribe, hit the bell notification. Yeah, hit the bell notification and enjoy the videos. That's all I ask, guys. That's all I ask. Your guys' viewership is my reward. And yeah, I just love sharing this hobby with you guys, and I love sharing my passion for my collectibles with you guys. All right, guys, let's move on.
Let's go back 65 million years or more and hang out with the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs, 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 dinosaurs. It's dinosaur time!
Alrighty, guys, coming up next, guys, I got some Jurassic World love here in the Plastic Planet. Picked up this big guy, the giant Apatosaurus from the Jurassic World Mattel collection. One of the best toy lines that has come out in recent years. And I've said that a bunch of times here on the Plastic Planet. That would definitely be these Jurassic World dinosaur action figures from Mattel. This is like a 3 3/4 inch scale Apatosaurus there with a 3 3/4 inch scale Stegosaurus. Absolutely beautiful looking action figure. I love, like I said, and I unboxed him, I love that derpy face there on the Apatosaurus, aka Brontosaurus, which of course is Latin for thunder lizard. But really amazing looking action figure, and he really fills out this entire shelf just beautifully. His tail's actually tucked back behind the shelf. That's how much he fills it out, but absolutely gorgeous, and I love having him here. He's just a nice centerpiece down here in my Jurassic World diorama shelves that you guys have seen a lot of times here on the Plastic Planet, but they're always worth one little peek, aren't they? I think so. So yeah, absolutely beautiful. Love me the Apatosaurus. Definitely a highlight of 2021. Alrighty, guys, well, if you're a long-time viewer, subscriber, you guys know that I love me retro gaming. In fact, that's pretty much all the gaming I do anymore is retro gaming. And while I didn't pick up another Arcade 1-Up cab this year, this is the first year in a couple years I haven't picked up a new Arcade 1-Up cabinet. Actually, I'm running out of room for those. I did pick up, and I showed this off in my Thanksgiving video, yeah, I picked up a old school Atari.
Have you played Atari today?
7800, not 2600, but 7800. Absolutely gorgeous machine here. And I've got a ton of Atari 2600 cartridges that are compatible with it. I actually don't have any 7800 games for my Atari 7800. They're sort of pseudo compatible, or comparable, not compatible, but comparable to NES games, as they came out around the same time. But when this thing came out, in the real world back in 1987 or whatever, or 1986, I had moved on to Mario, Legend of Zelda, and all those awesome games, and I wasn't really thinking about Atari at that point. In fact, I didn't even think Atari existed when I was a kid after 1983, 1984, 1985. But anyway, love having this here. I've got a ton of Atari 2600 games that I've picked up. I've got some duplicates there, but I've got Space Invaders, I've got Donkey Kong, I've got multiple Pac-Man carts just because they've come in bundles. Frogs and Flies, Asteroids, Fast Food, Video Pinball, fun stuff. And then over here I've got Berserk, and I picked up just recently, I picked up Dragonfire. What a fun game. So anyway, Ms. Pac-Man, and that Stratagories or whatever, that's actually a homebrew modern game. So very, very cool. There's my Atari 7800, and there is Junior Pac-Man, which is a bitch. I can't even clear one maze, and I'm kind of a Pac-Man guy, but that game sucks. It's hard. But anyway, very, very cool. All right, you guys. Well, now that you've seen all the vintage and retro and, mass retail modern reiterations of retro toys that I picked up in 2021, we're now upstairs here in the Star Wars wing of the Plastic Planet. That's right, as you guys know, I have an entire wing dedicated to a galaxy far, far away here on my YouTube channel. And I'm going to show you guys off some of the shit that I picked up that involves Star Wars. And I got a lot of cool shit, including some Hot Toys to show off to you guys that I picked up in 2021, as well as it was a mecca golden age for me for picking up vintage Kenner. So check it out. Alrighty, guys. Well, as you guys know, if you're a longtime viewer subscriber, I unboxed this piece back in May, which also happens to be Star Wars month here on the Plastic Planet, a month that I dedicate the entire channel to Star Wars and that awesome galaxy far, far away. Not that we're not kind of a Star Wars channel anyway, because the lion's share of my videos are actually Star Wars videos. But, as you guys have just seen, we do go off and do other IPs as well. But anyway, I picked up this Jazz Inc. Third-party company, Jazz Inc. 1/6 scale land speeder this year. Picked this thing up. I think I paid about $500 for it. I can't quite remember, guys, so don't quote me on that one. But I think I paid about $500 for it, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I've showed this off a couple times here on the channel, including my Thanksgiving video for collectibles that I was thankful for in the year 2021, and it's definitely got to make my recap collection video here as well. And it is absolutely gorgeous there, as it is with my 1/6 scale Hot Toys. Luke Skywalker, farm boy Luke Skywalker. Yeah, absolutely awesome. And threw a little Tatooine backdrop in there. I don't know if you guys have seen that yet, but yeah, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, pretty rad. Alrighty, guys. Well, what else did I get? Well, I got big badass Jabba the Hutt here. Yeah, I finally pulled the trigger on this one and picked up in 2021 the 1/6 scale Sideshow Collectibles Jabba the Hutt. And he's got interchangeable eyes and mouth and arms, and he's just badass as shit. Love this piece a lot. Finally went ahead and pulled the trigger on this. I'd had the previous older version of Jabba the Hutt, and so I was a little late in the game in getting this one because I just was having a hard time validating spending $700+ nearly $800 if I'm being honest, on another Jabba the Hutt when I already had a pretty decent one that came out a number of years back from Sideshow. But anyway, I sold off my old Jabba the Hutt, which is something, as you guys know, I rarely ever do. Sold it to a good friend, sold it to good old Uncle Pat. If you're a longtime subscriber viewer, you know who Uncle Pat is. He's my good buddy. And so I sold it off, that piece off to him to kind of offset a little bit of the cost of this guy. But yeah, he is absolutely awesome, and I am so stoked to have this modern version of Jabba the Hutt in my collection. Absolutely beautiful. He came with all these little pillows. He came with the Salacious Crumb, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I did a whole Jabba versus Jabba video back when I got this one. You guys can find that in my catalog here on Knickknacks Plastic Planet. Just click on the videos and scroll down. You'll find it. Jabba versus Jabba, the old Sideshow Jabba versus this one. And I did a complete compare and contrast on those two pieces back then. So very, very cool. Well, what else did I get? Yeah, I picked up this Remnant Scout Trooper last summer. Really, really cool. This, of course, is from The Mandalorian, probably season 1, I believe, from all those scenes on Navarro at the end of season 1. Yeah, really, really cool looking piece. I had balked at getting the Remnant Stormtrooper. This is actually the Return of the Jedi Stormtrooper over here that I picked up in 2020, and he is all clean and awesome. I had balked at getting him, the Remnant version of him, and I really regretted that. So I didn't pull any punches when I saw this guy at my local collectible store, my good friends over at Bad Habit Collectibles. I didn't hesitate, and I picked this guy up, and I don't regret it one bit. So very, very cool. I love this guy a lot. So I love the grimy, sandy look on him, and yeah, I just love the remnant look of the Imperial Army, as they are depicted in The Mandalorian. Pretty damn sweet. Alrighty guys, well speaking of the Mandalorian and speaking of Imperial Troopers, I did pick up the Flame Trooper, which is really, really cool. He's pretty shiny for being in the Mandalorian and being on Navarro there, but maybe he's like a specialty trooper. I don't know. I don't exactly remember the whole bio on the Flame Troopers, but he looked really, really awesome in the show, and this piece is absolutely awesome. This, of course, is a Hot Toys piece, 1/6 scale, and his blowtorch looks absolutely cool. I still need to fix his hose. I think his hose should be wrapped around his back fuel pack a little bit better than how I have it, but still, absolutely wonderful piece. I reviewed both him and the Remnant Scout Trooper in the same video, so if you guys want to see a more close-up, detailed look at these guys, you can go back once again, into my videos on my YouTube channel page. Just click on the videos there on the front page, and you guys scroll down. You guys should be able to find it. I think I reviewed it sometime late last fall, maybe late last summer. Not sure. Early last fall, late last summer. Not sure. But anyway, check it out, man. If you wanna get a more in-depth look. It was a good year. My family went to Disney World, and I did a new Build-A-Droid at the Build-A-Droid workshop at Galaxy's Edge, and I did this particular one right here, this R5 unit. I love the colors on him, the blue, red, and white. I just think it looks really pretty awesome. I picked up this guy, built this guy, I should say, and he's pretty damn awesome. I also love that Galaxy's Edge at the time was selling individual droid heads. So I added this droid head, this R4 droid head, to this R2 Build-A-Droid that I had previously built at Disneyland a couple years back. So what is old is new again. So really, really cool. And I also did the same thing down here. I had built this R5 unit at Disneyland, about 2 years ago as well, before the pandemic. And I picked up this I want to say R3. It's not R7. Can't remember. I think it's R3. Anyway, I picked up this R3 or whatever dome to go with this droid as well, so I can switch these guys out with their heads, and I can have different configurations, mix and match, and so it's like I have my own Build-A-Droid workshop right here in the Plastic Planet. Pretty cool. Well, like I said, guys, it was a banner year for me for vintage Kenner Star Wars figures. Even if some of this stuff is basically reproduction or third party, I did pick up both of these Stan Solo, Luke Skywalker in Stormtrooper outfit there, as well as the Han Solo and Stormtrooper gear. Those are both reproductions from Stan Solo. Absolutely love them. Picked up some third legs for my R2-D2s and my other Astromech droids. Absolutely gorgeous. Picked up that Tarkin. That's a Hasbro Tarkin that came in that game set that came out for the 40th anniversary of A New Hope, I think, back in 2017. Picked that up. I picked up this awesome Stan Solo, basically brand new, black vintage style Astromech, Imperial Astromech. So damn I'm awesome. Going real quick here, guys, because I've shown off these figures a number of times around the planet. Picked up these droids, these Stan Solo reproduction Kenner droid animated series action figures, as well as that vintage original droids lunchbox. I love lunchboxes, guys. Nothing screams childhood in the 80s more than plastic, and even more so metal lunchboxes with different IPs splashed across their surfaces, and this one was pretty damn awesome. I didn't pick up a lot of lunchboxes this year, but I did pick up this one, and it's really cool. I think I spent $60 on it. Awesome. Alrighty, guys, speaking of vintage, something new that I haven't shown off here on the Plastic Planet, but I did pick up this CAP-2, Cap-2, or Captivator, this little mini rig from the Empire Strikes Back collection going back to 1981, I believe. I think this was Boss ship, at least it was on the packaging, the original packaging, so I got Bosk in there. Boss finally got his little ship with his little Captivator claw on the back there. He's got his asset in tow. Showing it off to his bounty hunter friends, the bounty hunter bar or something, I don't know. But anyway, really, really damn cool ship. Little tiny ship. Had this as a kid and lost all the pieces to it over the years, and I have no remnants of my original whatsoever. So when I saw this on eBay for $30, buy it now, and fairly decent condition. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit. I jumped at it. So yeah, I spent about $30 on this guy, but really, really cool. Yeah, love the Cap-2, Captivator. Really, really awesome. And there's a little yellowing on the dome canopy, but it still looks really pretty awesome, doesn't it? Yeah, I think so. Epic. Speaking of mini rigs, picked this up last summer at an antique store, the Brass Armadillo here in Denver, Colorado. That is this tiny mini rig Imperial roller bike thing, and I can't remember the name of it at the moment. But yeah, it's hanging out in my shelf there with a couple vintage Stormtroopers looking really, really dynamite. So yeah, I love the mini rigs. I'm trying to collect more of those, but the ones I have left to get are getting kind of pricey, so I'm not sure. But anyway, this one is really, really cool. Alrighty guys, what other vintage did I pick up? Well, I had an opportunity to pick up the Rebel Troop Transport at a local store here in town, local collector store here in town that had just opened, and picked this up for 80 bucks. It was 80 bucks. And I jumped at it. I've always wanted one of these, and they do go for a hefty price on eBay anymore. And so I picked up the Rebel Troop Transport, showed it off in more detail in an earlier video. It was pretty dirty, cleaned it up. Could probably use some repro new labels on it, but for right now it looks fantastic. I've got it on a tiny acrylic stand down there, so it kind of has a lifting off effect behind my Hoth turret play set, and some vintage figures there as well. Absolutely gorgeous looking shelf down here in the Plastic Planet, my Star Wars wing. A gorgeous Hoth vintage Kenner shelf, if I don't say so myself. And there's another mini rig back there. That's the ship fuel thing, whatever, right there. That's actually from my childhood, so yeah, I got that out this year as well. But found it in an old box. But yeah, pretty cool. Anyway, this whole setup just is awesome. Really, really cool. Oh, and shit, I picked up this mini rig too, the tank. Picked this guy up this year too. So yeah, it was a good year. It was a banner year for mini rigs here on the Plastic Planet. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, I picked that guy up too. I still have one from my childhood, but it didn't have the canopy, so I picked that one up. Really cool. Other Hot Toy figures I picked up in 2021. I picked up the Captain Rex 1/6 scale from Hot Toys. Picked that guy up at one of my local stores here. I think it was Hero headquarters here in Westminster, Colorado. And paid, I think, $290 for him. I paid a lot. But anyway, picked him up. He's pretty awesome. I do need to do some more work on this shelf. I mentioned that when I reviewed him exclusively here on the Plastic Planet a couple weeks back, but I still haven't done that yet, but I will get to it. And I'm going to do some work on this shelf and get it a little cooler, a little more dioramic in nature, but for right now it looks okay. And Captain Rex is absolutely awesome. If you want to see that full review on him, go check it out on my channel. Just a few videos down. Check it out. 2021 was the year of Lando here on the Plastic Planet. I picked up 2 premium Lando action figures, including this one from Sideshow Collectibles, in addition to the original Empire Strikes Back version of him. It's actually on 40th anniversary packaging, but picked this one up. This one is a Hot Toys figure here as well. So definitely 2 different awesome looking Landos, looking epic in my collection, if I don't say so myself. After the Season 2 finale of The Mandalorian last December with the return of Luke Skywalker, I went bananas bonkers on The Mandalorian. So there's a lot of Mandalorian love to show off to you guys this year on the Plastic Planet in 2021, or I should say last year. Picked up the IG 11/1/6 scale figure, did a full review on him, as well as the deluxe Din Djarin with his silver Beskar armor there with the baby Grogu there in his pram. Absolutely awesome. Both of these were from Hot Toys, and I spent a shitload on them, that's all I'll say. Well, I'll tell you. I don't remember, but that's $250 each, somewhere in that neighborhood. So there's like $500 sitting on this shelf, but 500 epic awesome dollars, if I don't say so myself. Money well spent. Yeah, I spent a lot of calories on this precious package, so I won't go into too much detail on him right now, but I did 2 reviews on him as well. That is, of course, the Baby Grogu, life-size 1/1 scale action figures from Hot Toys. Love this piece. 2 pieces. He is so damn awesome and so damn cute, and I just absolutely love his presence down here in my Star Wars room here in the Plastic Planet. One of my very favorite pieces in this entire collection at this point. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's definitely one of my favorites. And yeah, he is definitely just, I don't know, man. I always love it first sight on this one. Can't even say this one grew on me. I love it, man. And for like $400, and I think I bought him with gift cards, so I got him for like $100 after I used my gift cards from my family. Well worth it, man. Well worth it. So awesome. Love me my baby Grogu. Oh man, so I picked up a vintage 12-inch Kenner Chewbacca in 2021. And not much to say about this guy. I'm not going to spend a great deal of time talking about it because there's really not much to say. But it was just awesome. Found him for like a buy it now. I was just poking around on eBay, which is how I get in trouble, on a Friday night. Found him for like $40, maybe 50 shipped. And he still had his bandolier intact. It's not in fantastic shape, but it's still there. Normally these Chewies are naked as a jaybird, but I found mine with the bandolier intact. I think he's missing a gun. I'm sure he came with a gun. But anyway, like I said, found him for like $40-50 shipped, and I jumped at it because he is awesome. Not going to spend much time on him because what can I say? He's just a big plastic Chewbacca figure, but he's awesome. Oh yeah, look at him. That's terrible. I still do a terrible Chewie, but he's awesome. Little paint wear on his nose, but awesome. Oh man, so check it out. Right before Christmas in 2021, just a couple weeks ago, I was at my local collectible store. Again, my good friends over at Bad Habit Collectibles. And I picked up this 1/4, not 1/6, 1/4 scale baby Grogu. And I meant to do a whole video on this, and I still probably will. I had already shot a bunch of B-footage of B-reel of me opening them up, and I accidentally erased it all. Anyway, I'll do a full video on him in the coming days to weeks here on the Plastic Planet. But there he is with my 1/4 scale premium format C-3PO and R2-D2. Talking about giving new life to a piece that I was kind of getting bored with. Not that I wasn't going to sell it or anything. Let's not go crazy. But I was kind of getting bored with it. And it kind of gives a new life to these guys right here. Their batteries are a little low because they're flickering a little bit. But yeah, looking really, really cool. Absolutely love that little dude. Look at that little face on him. Yeah, he is just awesome. I'm going to just pick him up for you guys. You guys can check him out. Yeah, look at this guy. He's adorable. He's got interchangeable ears and shit. I'll show you guys the deets on him in a later video, like I said. But yeah, he is really, really cool. Especially with my premium format R2-D2 and C-3PO. My R2-D2 just kicked the bucket. His battery just went out. Damn. Awesome. Oh man, speaking of like vintage ridiculous awesomeness, I picked up the Cobot, or the Coca-Cola robot as he's always been known to me. Picked this vintage remote control piece up off eBay. This is, of course, this piece was from 1978, I want to say. And he came with the box, came with the Cobot. I don't know if he works. I still haven't tested it yet. But I picked him up, like I said, last summer. There's his remote control. Paid $150. Oh, man, I'm stupid. But he is really, really cool. I kind of explained in the video at the time why I got him. It's just sort of a special thing from my childhood because I recall, if you don't mind hearing the story one more time, if you already watched that video, my father took me to the state fair, I believe, in Montana back in the early 80s, if not the late 70s, and we got to see the Coca-Cola robot, or the Cobot, the full-size one in person. It was this giant remote control monstrosity that they rolled out at the fairgrounds, and in an airport, hangar. My damn dog's barking, sorry. And it was just awesome and blew my little mind. So when I saw this guy online, I just had to get him. Alrighty guys, well finally 2021 was the year of Luke Skywalker for me. For obvious reasons, because of his appearance. Spoiler alert, I guess, at this point. His appearance in the Season 2 finale of The Mandalorian, which was just epic. So I picked up this Sideshow Collectibles Return of the Jedi Deluxe Luke Skywalker, even though I have the other Hot Toy versions of Jedi Luke Skywalker as well, 2 other Hot Toy versions. So I got 3, but that's okay. Picked this guy up, and he is really, really cool. I just sort of wanted to get a Luke Skywalker in sort of a Mandalorian-esque kind of pose there with that Hot Toys baby Grogu that came with my Din Djarin. The Din Djarin Deluxe figure came with 2 Grogus, so yeah, I had a Grogu to share, I guess, as it would be. Yeah, he is absolutely epic. Not that I don't have more Luke Skywalkers on the way, and I did pre-order the Mandalorian version, but for right now, this guy is kind of filling that role, and he is really, really cool. And then right next to him, I did pick up the Skiff earlier in the year. In my unboxing video, I was kind of cursing this thing because I hated the railings, but I've really grown to love it a lot. I just think it looks absolutely epic once I got some good action figures on it, and I think it looks really, really cool, even though it may not be to screen accurate as far as what characters I have on the skiff there at the moment, including Pote Snicken, who he was actually on the other skiff, but whatever, man, whatever. It's all good. It's all good. It's maybe not screen accurate, but still really, really awesome. So anyway, that's really, really cool. Love the pseudo sand base there as well. So very, very awesome. And that's a fantastic shelf as well. Yeah, soak that in. Awesome. Well, alrighty, guys. Well, that is going to wrap up this edition of the Plastic Planet. I hope you enjoyed that video of all my 2021 acquisitions in review. All the things that I picked up here on the Plastic Planet, Star Wars and other IPs as well. If you made it this far in the video, I congratulate you and thank you, because that's really, really awesome. And if you don't mind, in the comment section, let me know what was the favorite collectible you picked up in 2021. I'd love to hear it. Anyway, guys, well, like I said, that's going to wrap things up here on the Plastic Planet. Please like, share, comment. Please do subscribe. I'm looking forward to bringing you guys some awesome new content here in 2022. Happy New Year, everybody. Later. Love ya. Bye.